You're tired, aren't you? And I don't just mean you need a few hours of extra sleep. I mean you are soul tired. I mean you wake up and before your feet even touch the floor, your chest already feels heavy. You've watched the videos. You've written down the goals. You've stared at the ceiling at 2 a.m., making silent promises to yourself that tomorrow is the day everything changes. Tomorrow you'll wake up early, you'll work out, you'll eat perfectly, you'll build the business, you'll finally become the person you know you are meant to be. But then the morning comes, and the weight of everything you need to fix just feels paralyzing. It is just too heavy. So you freeze. You fall back into the same old routines. And then the darkest part of the cycle begins. The guilt, the shame, the quiet voice in your head whispering that you are lazy, that you lack discipline, that maybe you are just broken. If you are hearing my voice right now, and if your heart is heavy with that exact guilt, I need you to listen to me very carefully. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are just completely overwhelmed. You are trying to carry a mountain that you were only supposed to climb. For years, society has lied to us. We've been sold this toxic, exhausting idea that growth has to be this massive, painful, bleeding-edge struggle. We are told that if we aren't completely destroying ourselves with effort, if we aren't grinding 24/7, we are failing. We are taught that transformation requires a sledgehammer. But when your spirit is already running on empty, trying to force a massive life overhaul is like trying to start a fire in a hurricane. It hurts too much. There is too much friction. Your brain panics, your body shuts down, and you retreat to safety. So let's take a deep breath together, right now. Let it all go. Drop the heavy expectations. Drop the vision board that is currently making you feel worse about yourself. What if I told you that the greatest, most profound transformations in human history didn't start with a roar? They started with a whisper. This is the beautiful, quiet magic of low-friction growth. This is the art of the micro-habit. I want you to forget about the 45-minute grueling workout. Forget about reading a book a week. Forget about completely overhauling your diet overnight. When you are healing from burnout, when you are trying to find yourself again, the goal isn't to be impressive. The goal is simply to be present. A micro-habit is an action so incredibly small, so effortlessly simple, that your brain cannot find a single excuse not to do it. It requires zero friction. Can't bring yourself to go to the gym? I understand, but can you do exactly one push-up before you get back in bed? Just one. Can't read a whole chapter of that self-help book? That's perfectly fine. Can you read one single sentence? Can't clean your entire disastrous room because it makes you want to cry? I've been there. But can you pick up exactly one shirt from the floor? These actions sound almost laughable, don't they? Your inner critic might even be saying, what's the point? One push-up isn't going to change my body. One sentence isn't going to make me a genius. But that is exactly where we get it wrong. These tiny whispering habits are not about the physical result. They are about something much deeper, much more sacred. They are about rebuilding your identity. They are about rebuilding trust with yourself. For months, maybe years, you have been breaking promises to yourself, and that broken trust is what drains your energy. But every single time you do that one tiny thing, every time you fold one shirt, or drink one glass of water, or take 3 deep breaths, you are sending a powerful, undeniable signal to your subconscious mind. You are looking at yourself in your most exhausted state and saying, I see you. I know you are tired, but I am still going to show up for you, even in the dark. That is not just productivity. That is a profound act of self-love. When you remove the friction, you remove the fear. You stop fighting yourself. You stop tearing yourself down for what you couldn't do, and you start gently celebrating what you did do. And slowly, very quietly, that one push-up becomes 2. That one sentence becomes a paragraph. Not because you forced it, but because the heavy burden of expectation has been lifted. Nature understands this deeply. Think about a seed buried deep beneath the earth. It is surrounded by cold, heavy, crushing dirt. Total darkness. But that seed doesn't panic. It doesn't scream at itself to grow faster. It doesn't hustle to break through the soil overnight. It simply absorbs one tiny drop of water, then another, It rests. It expands cell by cell, in complete silence, with absolutely zero friction. It trusts the process of slow, quiet growth, and eventually, effortlessly, it breaks the surface and finds the light. It doesn't force its petals open, it simply allows itself to bloom. And that is exactly what you need to do right now. You are allowed to heal slowly. You are allowed to grow quietly. You do not have to announce your comeback to the world. You just have to start showing up for yourself in the smallest, gentlest ways possible. So tonight, when you lay your head on the pillow, I want you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the days you couldn't do it all. Forgive yourself for the time you think you've wasted. It wasn't wasted. You were just surviving. Tomorrow is a new dawn. Don't wake up and try to conquer the world. Just wake up and make your bed. Or drink a glass of water. Pick one micro habit. Just one thing that takes less than 60 seconds. Protect it, cherish it, let it be enough. Because you are enough, exactly as you are in this moment. You don't need fixing. You just need a little patience and a little grace. Stop forcing the growth and finally allow yourself to bloom within. Take care of your beautiful heart today. I believe in you, and I will see you very soon.